Brother, how are you? Thanks for coming. Today we go to the kite show. I couldn't help it yesterday. By the time I got home yesterday, and then I had to wait for a bus to take me there, time to get there, I would have had probably maybe 20 minutes there. I want to be there for a few hours. CJ, thanks for coming. Look at that aura. Look at that arc over the top where the sun's going to come up. The bottom of it there. Right over to the bottom of it there. Tide's still going out. A little cool this morning. Not much breeze, but I got a hoodie on and a jacket over that. But today, no gem club, so after sunrise, I'll go home and recharge the batteries quickly and then make my way down. It's 20 past 5 now. The kite festival doesn't start till 9, so that'll give me a bit of time to charge the batteries up and have another cup of cafe. I certainly will catch them today. I think the wind's a little stronger today too. Let's put it ×2 filter over the top. How does that look? I think these waves will put you to sleep, CJ. Richie, good to see you. Thanks for coming. Why, you want to come up and jam today? I'll put the link there in case Gofito want to come up and jam a little on guitar. No problem. Thank you very much, Ivana. Maybe I'll still be at the kite fest when you get home. Don't eat too much. You will undo all the hard work you've been doing. Save some for the kids. No clouds today, Guaps. Just a little bit on the horizon. See that golden aura. No clouds anywhere. Cheney, how are you? Yeah, if you're into cars, Rich, as I know you are, you should make sure you connect with Chain Weaver. He's putting up a lot of good car show videos lately, with some old school muscle in them. I did like the 66 Lincoln with suicide doors. I've driven one of those. Paint job wasn't much better either. I used to work for a guy who, well, we grew up together actually from about the age of 12. You know, did my tiling through him for about 6 years. And his family was all into American cars. He was into Corvettes, but bought and sold a lot of Cadillacs, Lincolns. His uncle converted Cadillacs. That's why he was always easy to get parts from his uncle. Converted them to right-hand drive. I've driven a lot of American cars. Bandit Trans Am, sold 78s, 79s over here. Camaros, 86 Trans Am. Cadillac LaSalle's, Mark IV Lincolns, all sorts. Formal limos. Used to go to his uncle's place and muck around in the auto graveyard. It was where I was taught how to wash a car correctly. About 12 years old. It was a Rolls Royce. Correct way to wash a car. I used to own a rock crawler, a 79 after the Louisville F-truck. 351 4-speed. I forget the name of the box. It was a big Ford box. The 9-inch in the back and a Dana 44 up the front. The Dana was locked. Bill Klein's and rock crawler. Loved it. Jessica, thanks for coming. Good to see you. You see that aura starting to lift now? The older ones, they get to a certain age. I think it's 25 years old, and you don't have to convert them. You can leave them as left hook. But then the new ones come out factory right hand, the assembled right hand drive here. You can almost look at the cars from about early 70s, mid to late 70s, and you can see that it can be mirrored. The dashes are all the same on the other side. Until you start getting up to late model Corvettes, then it just like it's built for the driver, and the passengers are side thought. Everything wraps around the driver. How old was the Mustang, Richie? What year are we talking? We are right-hand drivers, but the American cars that come over 25 years, that are 25 years and older, they don't have to be converted to right-hand drive. They can stay left-hand drive. I think they just need a sticker on the bumper saying caution left-hand drive. But there's plenty of them. You'll see a few in my car videos. In that playlist, you'll see a few left-hand drives in there. We are right-hand drive though. Let me just bump this camera around a little bit. I'll hook up the battery. Hopefully not too much. Yeah, the latest one yesterday I put up was an SLR 5000. The 5000 is a 5 litre. That back in the early 70s, still today actually, to have a car enter our national race at Bathurst. I don't know if you've heard of that one. It's a road race around Mount Panorama. They you had to have the car manufacturer had to enter a car in the race. There had to be at least 500 production models made. So that's what they did. They were producing race cars in the early 70s until there were too many young Australians getting killed by them, inexperienced with over 300 horsepower. It was a lot for a teenager. So they were fairly cheap compared to today's standards. So they would do that. There was one year that they made 501, one of the rarest GTs and it's got all the running gear that a Mustang has. It's got the top loader gearbox, the 9-inch, the 351. They had the earlier ones had the Windsors and then the Clevelands. That was the GTHO Phase 4. Actually, that one never made it to production models. There was, I think, 4 alive, four models alive, but the Phase 3 there were 501, and the Phase 2 there were 500 and something. Not a lot of them. The HOs, just the handling options. There were more GTs, but the HO was another step up again in options. Greenie, good to see you, girl. Thanks for coming. There's a little pan around for you, Greenie. No clouds anywhere. Be a good day for flying a kite. I do have a Phase 2 GT in my playlist. It's a Vermilion Red, I think it is. Outside the gun shop. Down the road here. Three Sons. I think the Three Sons have got some nice cars there. One of them owns a GMC stepside, sitting really low. That's an old mid-70s one. There's another one with a really low Mach 4 Lincoln Continental, and there's another one who owns the GT Phase 2 XW. That is. Greenie, we're going to go fly some kites today. Well, not me in particular, but we're going to go and watch some kites being flown. Really big kites. Some of the size of your house. I wanted to go there yesterday, but I got stuck at the gem club. Come down here, we'll watch the sunrise. I'll go home and recharge the battery. I think there's sharks. There's big sharks. I think there could be some crocodiles. I don't know about a dragon. There might be a dragon. There's fish. Like there's a string of fish. I think last time I saw them, there was like 6 or 7 huge kites, and they're in the shape of fish. Like a school of fish floating around up there. Even had a jet ski because it's right next to the beach. They even had a jet ski kite. Well, a kite that looked in the shape of a jet ski. Yeah, they are, Richie. Some of them are $1 million vehicles. You got a pen handy, Richie? I'll tell you a couple of cars to Google. Grab a pen. You're still here, CJ. I'm thinking these waves might put you to sleep. You're rolling off the beach. Yeah, I got about 4 hours, 3.5, 4 hours from now. I'm going to go to the kite show, kite festival. It's actually like a big fair where you got to pay admission and there's rides and stuff like that. But I'll just be sitting back outside with the camera facing up. That's all I'm there for. I don't need the rides or the dag with dogs. Right, there's going to be a Ford Falcon GT. It'll be a phase. Oh, we can go right back from the XR GT to phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, and phase 4. Phase 4 will be an interesting read for you because the rarity of them. Ford Falcon GT phase 1 to 4, the GTHO. You might have heard of the Holden Monaro, GTS Monaro. But all the all the GTs had like Mustang-like running gear in them. Another one to look up is the Holden Tirana GTR. It was also in the same race, put into the same race, but it was a smaller version. It was a tiny car, in between the size of, say, a Mini Cooper and a Mustang. So it was just a bit bigger than the Mini, but not as big as the GTs. So it was much lighter weight, and it could get around the racetrack a lot quicker. And it had a straight 6 motor in it with triple SU side draft carburetors. That was back in the early to mid 70s, actually right through the 70s. QT brother, how are you, Goaty? Thanks for coming. We're going to a kite festival after this. See a couple of huge kites up in the air. If you want to kick back and have a few brewskis this afternoon. This afternoon, your time. What time you got over there, fellas? The Kissing Bandit, Melina, thank you for coming. Good to see you. Halfwit, thanks for coming. Go the Rani. Rana. LC Tirana, yeah. I was just telling Richie about some of the early Australian muscle. PM, oh yeah. It'll be, yeah, it's time, it'll be dinner time and kites. Time for beers and QT. Richie, it'll be the GTs will be a XR, XT, XW, XY, and XA. Then they started bringing out the coupes, the 2-doors, and they were the XA, XB, and XC. They even had a Cobra, a Shelby model that was the white and blue classic, like yours, like your heritage. That was the I think it was the XC Cobra in the white and blue. Coupes for the Holden Monaros had them in the early 70s, and then went 4-door. The Fords had them in the had 4-doors in the early 70s, and the coupes in the later 70s, mid to late 70s. The EH wagon, yeah. The EH and the EJ. I got a nice EJ Ute utility 6-cylinder Ute on video. I've got to upload that one. It's only a short, but I videoed it in portrait. No, not in portrait, in landscape. So it won't come up as a short. But it's only a short one who's been reversing out and taken off. You want a Ferrari? Get me one too while you're there. Center screen in about 5 minutes. You should be seeing some sunshine, although there is a small low band of cloud on the horizon, so it might be a couple of extra minutes. QT, thanks for coming, brother. It's good to see you. $65, was it? Drop your links, everybody. Share your content. So you got the Heritage jar, did you? Ooh, we've got some glow happening over here. Starting to glow. Hard to see on the screen unless you've got a big screen. QT's probably got it up on his wall. A lot of times to filter over the top of the lens, so I'm trying to get a little bit closer for you. StreamYard today, so I don't have the luxury of Zoom that the YouTube one puts out. You see that glow over the top of the cloud starting to appear? Not long now. Today's a big car day too. Richard might be able to throw a few more car videos up by this afternoon, so another 12 hours from now. I've seen a lot of people actually score some very good cars like that, Richie. They're pre-ordered, and then by the time they get to the dealership, they've changed their mind, doing something else. So they want to flog that car off. Plane's going to go through. I don't know if you can see it there. The plane's going to go through and coming into land. Thanks for coming, everybody. 6 of you have made it here just in time. Drink this coffee before it goes cold. Jackets. I've only got this one device here at the moment. Jessica, I don't have any problem with giving you a jacket. I just don't have the device here to do it. If somebody could please drop Pakistan's World's channel, please, that'd be fantastic. I'll take you to a channel with the name Jessica. Fantastic day today too. We're going to get that first beam of light coming straight at you, Jessica. I pre-ordered it. Put a word in with the creator. We're going to get that first beam of light coming straight to you. Straight across the ocean. Straight across the globe. Straight across the galaxy. Straight across the universe. We will get you that jacket, Jessica. Don't you worry. We'll get you the golden jacket in a moment. Cover you in sunshine. Now here it comes. There it is, everyone. Jessica, this sunbeam's for you. The light filter's starting to mess around. Doesn't know whether to focus on the waves or the bright light or the darker light. It's so confused. Richie or Halfwood, can you, one of you guys please drop Packet Spine's link down, please? I don't know if she hasn't got a jacket. We should at least put a content out there, a channel name. Gorgeous day, Melina. If anybody needs any x-rays done and you just happen to be in the United Emirates neighbourhood, just make sure you hook up with Melina, Queen of Radiology, and the Kissing Bandit. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Good to see you, Melina. Thanks for coming. Shukran. Thanks for those big tractors today. I remember watching a big song and dance about the warranties in it. The farmers had to ship them back to the bloody factories to get services done on them. I ain't got bloody got time for that. You want to do that again, Richard? Thanks for that. Can you write down the channel name with that, please? Otherwise, everybody who's already got your link will think it's yours. Thanks for coming and sharing it with me, Jessica. We've got kites next in a couple of hours. What time is it there, Melina? What time have we got around the world? Shout out your time in chat. What time is it there, Jessica? Melina, what time have you got? Just want to see what different time frames we got all around the world. Oh, we got the Filipino with a Pakistani name in Germany. Fantastic. You're very international, aren't you? Guapito, you see the sun pop over the cloud. It'll be a great day. Fantastic day. What time have you got there, brother? Pete, good to see you. Feel like Queenslander. I wasn't asking you what's fine, mate. Fantastic day. Slight breeze. Nice and warm. No clouds. Fantastic. Calm sea. Should be out there on the water. Another month or so when the sun's coming up a little bit earlier, I might start the live streams from out on the water. I'll come over the range for you, hasn't it, Pete? Okay, Collect, good to see you. Funko, thanks for coming. The guy was pulling in some good brim the other morning, Pete. He was here right on sunrise, right at the bottom of the tide. Caught some of the 7 strings on one stream yesterday. Okay, Collect, jamming away. Swati, Dutchy, how are you today? My pleasure, CJ. Gorgeous bit of sunshine right on the beach. Be a crime not to share it. Ten PM. In another couple of months, Jessica, it'll be rising up out of the ocean. At the moment, it's rising from behind the island, and each day I can see it creeping further and further down the island as the summer comes on. Each day, like throughout the year, the middle of summer it'll be there. Towards the end of summer, it starts climbing up the island, starts rising further and further up the island every day. Gets say 2/3 of the way up the island in the middle of winter, and then starts coming back down the island again. Everybody drop your links to connect. You've all got some fantastic content. Everybody drop your links down. If you haven't got a jacket, you see somebody there that hasn't got a jacket, please drop their link also. Let's share the content. Morning. Gorgeous morning. Good morning. How are you, ladies? It's the Shelby Mustang, so you'll have the snake cobra. Thanks, Pete. Dutchy, don't you have a jacket? Sorry to anybody who doesn't have a jacket at the moment. I don't have the second device here to moderate you all. Fun and tasty. Salamat, thanks for coming. Just missed the sunrise, but it's still a gorgeous day here. A couple of hours from now, we're going to go over to the kite festival. 6 a.m. at the moment, and the kite festival should kick off around 9. The joggers and the walkers are out. Excuse me. Can somebody drop Fun and Tasty's link down, please? Thank you, Pete. Again, I'm sorry if you don't have a jacket at the moment. I don't have a second device to add moderators at the moment. Good at the moment, Richie. We had a bit of a scare yesterday. They had 5 new cases of flu. So people were worried we were going to get locked down again, but they had them under control, and they're all from the same family, all already in quarantine. So there was no worries about lockdowns and masks. Well, I think you're supposed to still be wearing a mask. I don't know. I never wear them. It's fun and tasty. Has some very tasty looking dishes there. Getting on about low tide about now. Just about. What are we talking about? Halfwit? Are you talking about car hill climb trials or motorcycle hill climbs? We get a few American, like we have an Australian Fairlane, Ford Fairlane. We some of the older ones, we get a few of the old American Fairlanes, a couple of the old two doors. They don't make a two-door Fairlane here in Australia. They never have made a two-door Fairlane. We have a Fairmont. Some of the some of the coupes with Fairmont packages. We had a Landau, late 70s. The Landau was a cross between an LTD and a GT. Sal, thanks for coming. Good to see you. Has Sal got a jacket? Make sure you get along to some of her musical streams. She has a fantastic channel. I'd take the cheapie, Richie. They're both good vehicles to show off. But I'd take the cheaper one, especially if you're going to be leaving it anywhere. Even put it in the show, then take the better. Take the one that people see less of. Somebody drop Simply Sells link down, please, if it doesn't have a jacket. Thank you very much, Pete. Actually, looking around the beach, there's nobody around. I take a very high risk and run up and add some jackets. Un momento, por favor. Camera starts to move, someone's stealing it. Just found the next contender for the Ugly Rock Challenge. Zinc quartz, green and white quartz. You all have your jackets now. Make sure you drop down your links. I'm about to turn back to the screen now, and I bet you some more people have turned up in their jackets. I do apologise if you don't. Morn, my brother, I just went and found you a bit of popcorn. I don't think there'll be too much in it. There'll be too much in that. So here's the next rock for the Ugly Rock Challenge. Green with some white quartz. It's an ugly looking rock at the moment. Keep your eyes on that. Watch this space. We'll turn that into an awesome looking cabochon. Good morning, Pete. Fantastic day today. Can't see any clouds anywhere. Walkers are out walking along the boardwalk, riders riding their bikes. Joggers are out. 2 boats on the water. It's about low tide at the moment. Just getting on low tide. I haven't seen any agates on the beach here this morning. A bit of quartz, but no agates of any size. If I was to walk a little further, we probably would find some. Let's go for a walk. This is Queensland, Australia. Jessica. Dutchy, sorry. It's Queensland, Australia. This is the Redcliffe Peninsula. This is Moreton Bay. Over the background there where the sun comes up, that's Moreton Island. And just south of me, about an hour's drive, is the Port of Brisbane there. So Brisbane International Airport. Yeah, the Brisbane city's further down. Queenslander. Yeah, take the kayaks out of the water. We've got a reef running, natural reef running from these rocks up here, about 200 metres out. Broken reef, all different sorts of structure, natural reef down to those cliffs down there. At low tide, you can see a few places where the reef is exposed. So I'll take the kayaks out and go do a bit of fishing out there, or just go for a paddle. A bit of exercise. This boardwalk here runs for about 22 kilometres around the peninsula, all on the waterfront there. That's good for a bike ride and get some exercise. Yeah, so the reef that runs parallel to the beach along here is a great natural shark net. Keep all the nasties out. Well, this place was actually founded, Pete. I think you'd know that it was founded before Brisbane was. We were going to settle here, but they decided to turn it into a penal colony instead. There's a tiny bit of agate. Agate's translucent. A little tiny piece. But where there's one, you find more. Another little one the size of a pea. Next week I've got a barrel full of rocks coming out of the tumbler. Tin oxide at the moment, polishing up, so they'll roll around in that for a week. Another piece of agate. A little tiny bit of the old rock still on it. So I'll be pulling some nice big pieces of agate out of the tumbler there next week to show everybody. As well as other rock. So there's a piece of agate there. That's what it looks like. We call that popcorn, me and my brother. Yeah, people swim it. They do laps of the beach. They exercise. Don't see any out here this morning though. Although I do see a fish just jumping out there. There's a paddleboard away down the beach. Down there, you probably can't see it. That's because good to see you. Not sure if you have a jacket or not. If you don't, someone please drop the link. What's your research, are you, Pete? There's a penal colony as a lack of because of the lack of water and the indigenous. So they found it in Brisbane and turned this into a penal colony. Temperature at the moment's about 20. Thanks for coming, Dutchy. It's good to see you. Check back in a couple of hours. We'll be live from the kite festival. Some humongous kites. I'm talking the size of the house. What's the very different story, Pete? 70s group, the Beatles, grew up here on the peninsula. At some stage I want to do a feature on the Bee Gees Way. It's an alleyway that's dedicated to the Bee Gees, a couple of bronze statues. Yeah, they got off near the power station, powerhouse at Brisbane, sunk up to their necks in mud. They got back came up here to Redcliffe, said let's settle here. They settled here. Didn't have enough. There wasn't enough water for everybody. Wasn't enough big enough water supplies. So they got back on and went back down to Brisbane. And this became a penal colony. See you next time, Dutchy. Thanks for coming. Indigenous built government house. I'm not so sure about that one, Pete. I'm talking quality of workmanship. Today would be a different story, but back in settlement time, the Indigenous people wouldn't have had the experience with the tools. The tools they use wouldn't have given the results. Rabbi, I don't have a second device on me here at the moment. If somebody could drop Dora's link, please, it'd be fantastic. We'll get you a jacket, Dora. We'll just have to wait. Un momento. Dan, good to see you. Of course, all these agates that I'm picking up, they're just rough, raw agates. Need to be polished up. Take them along to the gem club, throw them in a tumbler. And do one at a time in a day. Get a bulk up, just throw them in a tumbler. Leave them go and come back a few weeks later. Well, each week you change the grit down to a finer grit. We'll get you a jacket. Well, don't worry about that, but in the meantime, we'll get someone else to drop the link for you. Thanks, Pete. An old shell. So old, got other shells growing on it. Like we do. Pull down the old one and build a new one on top of it. Jogger's up there jogging. Thinking of building new ones on top of it. There's one that I had my hands in. Then that one down in the footings in my gumboots. It was the last one to leave the job site. So that hasn't brought me any good quality agates this morning. Well, the distance I've walked. Plenty of quartz. Plenty of quartz of all different colours. Quartz and agate are of the same family, silicate-based stone. Agates come in from the Glasshouse Mountains. It was an extinct volcano 22 million years ago. From there they wash down the mountains into the creeks and streams, flushed out of the rivers into the sea. Out into the sea they wash back up onto my beach. Apparently agates have fantastic healing energies and healing powers, as well as being shiny. Yeah, Corona waters up there on the sunny coast. There used to be a few nudist beaches up there. What's going on about this time out? You alright, Dora? Let's go and get you a jacket. I'm going to look down at the grab my stuff. Grab my stuff, go back up to the apartment, get you a jacket, and then life will be happy. Everything will be hunky-dory. Walking along the tide line here, I find a lot of agates, a lot of black coral too. Hazy, good to see you. Hazy, we're going down to a kite fest. Actually, while I'm talking about the tide line and looking at a lot of pebbles and stuff like that, I noticed there on your latest video, was it not Dover? Where are you at? I forget. Top of my head, I'm thinking about something else. You don't have a lot of sand there. It's all pebbles, pebbled beach. Do you know what sort of pebbles they are? Do you know what sort of stones they are? Looks terrible on the feet, but at least you wouldn't get up with a sandy bum, would you? It won't appear on the screen, Laura. See everything you're writing. Relax for a moment, we'll get you a jacket. Let's walk back to my stuff down there on the beach and go up to the apartment. Bada bing, bada bang. Here's have a jacket. In the meantime, everybody else is happy to drop your link. Make sure you all share your links around. Some fantastic live streams and uploads. content. I don't watch the news. I don't watch TV at all. I just watch everybody's content. Sometimes bounce from stream to stream. Sometimes the quartz can look like agate. That's not translucent though. I mean, as soon as I pick it up, you can feel it. It's a different feel. Hazy, I want to know what those pebbles are on your beach. These are all just broken shells with some quartz. Wally, thanks for coming. Good to see you. A fantastic sunrise today. Coming up over the Morton Island over in the background. Still trying to find some clouds. There are none. Gorgeous day. Low tide. Calm sea. We're going to a kite show. Kite festival. There might be some homework for you, Hazy. Geez, you girls got to find out what those rocks are. Are they basalt? Are they quartz? Are they gem quality? See, you might even be just walking over the top of something, cut it open, be some magnificent gemstones inside. No, I doubt it. There'd be none left. All the old Brits would have jumped on them. Ciao, sayonara, avitasen. Thus we done now. Arrivederci. No, take the ugly rock. The ugly rock challenge. G'day, Paddy. How are you? Yeah, we had enough now. My job's done here. We're going to head down to the kite festival.
Well, I was going to go. I don't know whether it's worthwhile going or not.
Yeah, it's down at Pelican Beach.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I missed it. I meant to go yesterday, but I was stuck at the Gem Club. So
I was going to go yesterday, but it got a bit windy, and I thought, nah.
that's perfect kite weather.
I know, not too much wind though.
Yeah, they're going to.
All the yachts came out at Scarborough. And
I did see the boats out there yesterday. We're going to go and recharge the batteries and go and head down to the kite fest. The wind's supposed to pick up again this afternoon.
Yeah, the wind will pick up this afternoon, so the best time to go down about 10 o'clock after morning tea, I would think.
Yeah. I think they kick off at 9.
Do they?
So what's the time now? 7. 7. So
Low tide 7:30.
I'm going to go and recharge these batteries and then get down to the kite fest. All right, say goodbye to everyone, Paddy.
Okay.
See you later.
Be good.
See you, mate. Oh boy, Paddy's walked this beach a few years longer than you've been around, I think, Pete. Told me a few stories. He's walked this beach before they had the dump out here at Redcliffe. They used to take it all out in a barge and throw it offshore. Disgusting. Anyway, let's go get some jackets. Laura tips that bloody chat upside down. And these are what the agates look like when you get them out of the tumbler. All the white agates there are off the beach. A couple of the red ones. That one there's got some plants in it. These ones here are only small, but they've got little plants in them too. Alright, jackets. Let's find some jackets. Before Dora sees Jackie Chan and says, the fuck? It's Jackie Chan, man. Gonna end this stream soon, people, in about 10 minutes, so or less. So if you want to drop the links down, drop your links so we can share each other out. Hazy doesn't have a jacket. What's going on there? Wally's got a jacket. Dora's got a jacket. Yeah, I can see that, Pete. I know Wally's a girl. Dora's got a jacket. Hazy's got a jacket. Wally's got a jacket. I think that's everybody here now. Jackie Chan's actually quite a funny person. What a smart fella too. Alright, I'm going to plug these devices in so I can get some more charge in them and then head down. You can see here it's still a bit too wintry. Not wintry, but not summer enough. But as the time rolls on into summer, the sun starts to rising up down here. And in the middle of summer, this is where it's rising. And if I sleep in, I get sunburn. He gets frustrated with the Western actors too when they can't do things right. He's a funny guy. Thanks for coming, Richie. Nadina, good to see you. We're going to a kite fest later if you'd like to join us for that. I was looking at on one of the social media things and saw that they're having the primary school I went to, the first school I ever went to, is having a car show on, I think, next month, the end of this month, from the other side of town from here now. But I was thinking I might go along and have a look and support the parents and PNC. Parents and Children's Association. It's like your PTA over there. There's a car show to raise money. Put a time capsule down there too. We're going to have a look at that. I think they actually dug it up prematurely. Yes, mate. Have a look at the Ford muscle cars, Rich, from the late 60s to the late 70s. You'll see there's an XC Cobra. It's a coupe in the classic Shelby colours, the red and blue like you have. And there was the XU1 GTR Tirana. That was a 6-cylinder with triple side banger carbies. Inch and a quarter, I think they were. That was the old Tirana. South Africa has a lot of mixed cars that are mixed Australian American. So it's got a Monaro body with a SS Nova front end. All right, everyone, I'm going to shut the stream down now. I want to thank you all for coming. I hope you all have a good day. I hope you can come back and join me for the Kite Festival. I'm going to supercharge some batteries and then make my way down to the festival. Make sure you got each other's links before you leave the stream. Fantastic content, great live streams, all good fun. There's some big ones, Nads. They've got some the size of this house here next door. Some multi-kite ones, like as in 7 or 8 big fish, all strung together. So they're flying in the sky in a school of fish, a shoal. And what else they got? Some shark kites, big shark kites. So crocodile kites, big crocodiles, big jet ski kite. All huge. The festival's sort of like a show, so there's an admission fee to get in with rides and the old Dagwood dogs, sort of all that garbage. But I'm not interested in any of that. I'm just going to kick back at a nice shady spot further up the beach and just point the tripod up. If you've got kids or anything around that you want to entertain them for a couple of hours, you throw them down in front of the screen. It's a bit early in the morning, but I'm thinking about taking some. I might be taking some rum down there with me for when it gets a little bit warmer. Expecting about 26 degrees today, so it's not going to be too hot, but it'll be a most lovely day. I meant to go down there yesterday, Nads, but I went to the Gem Club and I was going to go. I did the sunrise. I went to the Gem Club and then I was supposed to go to the Kite Fest after that. But yeah, it was the ride I went to the Gem Club with. She's a staff member, and she wanted to stay a little bit longer. A lot longer it turned out to be. So by the time I got home, it was only a short amount of time to get to the Kite Festival, and then by the time I got there wouldn't have been much. Wouldn't have been much there. So we're going to get in and see them today. And I hope to see you all back here when I go live. So in about 2 hours. You gotta do what you got to do. Round up the kids, and we'll see you down at the Kite Festival. Thanks for coming, everybody. Good to see you all.